Hello, guys, and welcome to this Figma course. This Figma course is actually your gateway to seamless design collaboration. Whether you're a seasoned designer, a creative enthusiast, or just starting your journey out, Figma is here to revolutionize the way you bring your ideas to life. With its powerful cloud based platform, Figma empowers you to craft uh, stunning user experiences, pixel perfect interfaces, and captivating visuals, just like you're watching this website. Wow, how captivating this website is. So how you design, align, and build matters. Do it together with Figma. So just going down, you can co-create, you can make your designs feel real. These are the things that Figma used to claim on their website right now, and scale the design and development and all these things. Okay, so let's go to the pricing feature. Pricing Figma is actually free for all. First of all, this it's just here's a starter package which is totally free. You can get it. Uh, you can work on three Figma and three FigJam files, unlimited personal files, unlimited collaborators, plugins and templates, and all the mobile app as well. The Figma Mirror app we will discuss further. In this whole course, we will cover the basics of how to design with Figma, how to you can say use the collaboration tools of Figma and use all the plugins and all these things that are essential for the usage in Figma. I'm also designing the Figma Advanced course. You can take it afterwards, and then you will be 100% having a grip on Figma. So after downloading the Figma or just logging in, your Figma will look like this, and this is the uh, browser version of Figma. I also have a desktop version as well. I used to. It's up to you that you are comfortable with the desktop version or the browser version. I'm usually comfortable with the desktop version. I'll be discussing it further. So let's get started to the next lesson. Hello guys, so here we are getting started with Figma. This is one of the most important lesson. You'll be familiar with the base of Figma. What actually is Figma? First of all, you're gonna have this home page of Figma, where you'll have your old designs, shared files, shared projects, and everything here. And then at the top there is there are different templates like weekly sprint planning, quarterly brainstorming, product roadmap, or diagrams, and all these things. These are usually used in teams, like you're making an affinity diagram, you're making a flow chart, or anything like that. Figma is actually a drag and drop system. So it has a lot of features, a lot of these usabilities and all these things. For example, okay, just create a new design file, or this is a FigJam file. We will discuss it further with what actually is FigJam. FigJam is actually for you to design their weekly sprints, or the schedule, or design anything. It's like a paint in the modern Figma. Okay, just move on to a new design file. I've created this design file. Okay, so this is your main panel of Figma. You might have the white background because I've switched it to the dark mode. I usually like the dark mode. Have it cheers here. Okay, so just moving on. Here we have the pointer or the scale. This is the pointer where we can move it anywhere in the app. And here we have the frames or the selection or the slice tool. We will discuss it further. Here we have shapes, all these shapes, and also an option of placing an image in your design. Here we have a pen and a pencil tool. This will also be used further, and you will definitely like these tools as well. Okay, remove them from now. This is a text tool, and this is the Components, plugins, and widget. Plugins, just because of the latest update of Figma. Figma has launched a lot of plugins, and I will tell you that what type of plugins are so much important. Like Unsplash is very much important when you're creating a design file, a concept where you can add the free images and all these things. Icon Park is an icon set and BI image generator. You can have a lot of images without any who and instead of downloading it from different like websites and all these things. Here we have widgets. Widgets are actually the least used things, but you can use it. But now they have improved a lot, and you can add them to your design file. Like you can add Jira widget, you can add calendar widget, you can add all this. This actually made it more easier for designers to make the things more efficiently and all these things. Because of variables we will discuss in the Figma advanced course. So on the right we have this panel, like this is for code. Whatever you design, Figma will generate a code accordingly, and all these things we will discuss. The coding things and all these things we will discuss in Figma advanced course. Here we have the design module, where you will design different things, and we will make use of it afterwards. Here's a prototype menu, where we will add some flows in our app and all these things. Here we have the comment section as well. Here you can make rename it my first app design. Okay, that's good. You can share it with your collaborators or anyone here, and you can use them. So this is the easiest interface of Figma. It does not have the complex interface like Photoshop, Illustrator, and all these things, where you have tons of tools to learn about. You can add more pages. This is page number 1. We can add multiple pages here. We can have assets here. We can have different layers here. We will discuss it further. Till now, this is the basic interface of getting started with Figma. Thank you. Okay, so next thing is, what actually is UI and UX design. There's a blog link of my website, www.shaheermalik.com, where you can find the details of the UI and UX designs. And here, if this is a project, this is a coffee shop project. I got it from Figma community, and the link of this is also given in the description. So if we pinpoint the UX and UI design, is that these elements like buttons, like icons, like these things, these are known as UI elements. And the whole experience, for example, there's a picture, there is a description, and you're scrolling down, you're selecting the small, medium, and large curve, and this whole thing you're doing is your user experience. So this is the minor difference between the user experience and user interface. So later on, we will create the UI elements as well. They're very easy. For example, if I just show you the example that uh, here we want to have a hamburger icon. So how we can create it? So we can create it using the line like this, and this one. Okay, this is the line, and if we go to the design, and we will say that, okay, turn it to 3, and we want by clicking on alt on Windows and option on Mac, and make it 3 with equal distances, and then we can arrange it accordingly, like okay, so it should be in 0 degree, and we have to arrange them, or the hug should be 20. That's fine. and then we have to make a little bit smaller and make it 5, I think. And okay, so I think this will be a great. If we add it here, this will be okay. If we cut back the back button and then yeah, cut the back button, and this is the hamburger icon we have. So this whole is the UI element we've created using just a line. So later on we will discuss more and keep. Okay. Okay. Let's move to the simple explanation of what actually is low fidelity and high fidelity versions of your design. This is one of the very good explanatory widget I've seen in the website of Visily. We will have videos on Visily soon. This that what actually is a low fidelity and high fidelity design. This design, this colorless scheme, or you're watching of your design is actually called low fidelity design. It does not have colors or any other like it has interaction but don't have colors. This is just a scheme. No pictures, no colors, no fancy icons, and all these things. Then after that, we have to create the high fidelity app designs from these low fidelity design like this. Okay, so these are called high fidelity designs. These include the colors, the buttons, and the um, these are this is very you can say that pleasing to eyes looking at different the colors and all these things. So this is the main difference between the low fidelity and high fidelity design. In our project, we will first create a low fidelity design and then we will move on to the high fidelity design. Thank you. Okay, so now let's move on to introduction of frames in Figma. This is an icon of frames. If you click it here, you will find different versions of your phone, Android small, Android large. For iPhone, you have different set of specifications, different set of UI rules. That's why there is a you can say the different panel of for iPhones. For Android, there are hundreds of thousands of models of Android there, so therefore there we can't list any specific brand or anything like that for Android. You can design it like Android large or Android small. We have other frames like for tablet, desktop, presentation, paper. We have also a watch, uh, social media, or anything like that. You can even design a social media post in Figma. Figma is actually a very easy tool. So that's the reason designers love a lot, and when they want to save time, they used to design this. Okay, so let's take journal size. iPhone. Let's take iPhone 8. We have 375 by 667. So this is we have the frame of iPhone 8. You can see that here we have the frame listed in a layers panel. We can say that this is onboarding screen. Okay, so the name here also changed. It's onboarding. You can lock it that it may not move now, or you can, hide it. Anything you can do to this frame. So this is your mobile screen right now. We will work with it accordingly. So this is a frame, and we will create different frames by pressing Alt and dragging it forward, or pressing Option key in MacBook and dragging it forward, anything like that. Onboarding, login, sign up. We can create different screens, different apps screens, and here we are also getting the preview. So that's actually a new advancement in Figma, and we will discuss it in next lesson. Thank you. Okay, so now move on to the type and fonts in Figma. For example, if this is an onboarding screen, we will say that here we will place an image. Let's we will place it afterwards. We will have the image here, and we will we will make it rectangle or anything like that, and we can say that here we will add this getting started with Hatley. Okay, so this is our content right now. We want to increase the font. This is the panel on your right side. You can first select the font, which font you like the most for this sort of thing. Every taste of app have different demands that which font we're gonna use here or wherever we want. So just go to 36. It will be so by 20, 24. Okay, so that's fine. We make it center aligned, and we can place it here. So this is a font. We have Helvetica regular. This is the font type. We wanted the bold. We wanted a light oblique. We wanted I think here we want bold oblique. Okay, so this is fine. So welcome to getting started with Hatley. We can create a different sort of fonts from here, like we can auto adjust. We can from up and down. We can auto adjust from left to right or anything. We can align it to this panel is called alignment panel, and it aligns according to the screen. Like we have to center align it, and it will be the full center of our screen now. Okay, if we want to give it a color, we can give it from here. Let's give it a green color, dark green. Okay, so that's fine. So like this we can create text and fonts, and this is the text type and all these things, spacing module and all. So this is the small text panel, but it has a lot of power in it. So thank you so much. Okay, so next thing is that how we can add colors to the Figma file, uh, to our apps. For example, these are the onboarding screens, the sign up and all these things. No matter we are creating right now wireframes, but how to add colors, that's a necessary feature or a step you want to learn right now. For example, this color is this is the code of this color. I've also added another video in which you will get to know that how we can create the color swatches, color groups, and all these things. The link of the video is in this video, and you can see the card in this video, and you can click and get all the thing. For example, okay, so these are the simple colors, like all these things and others. And the next is we have linears as well as radial and these things. It looks quite good, and we have gradients as well. All what should be the gradient level? Radial, linear, or angular, or what should be the best part? I think in this case we are linear is looking good, so we can stretch and all these things like this, and we can increase the color indent and all these things from here. So here is how we can add colors to our Figma file. Thank you so much. Okay, now let's jump to the next part, that what are uh, frames and groups in Figma. Like this is a rectangle. I am replicating the rectangles. I'm having three rectangles. I'm making you aware of different things too. Like if you click them to be in the center, they will become a centrally aligned. And if there are different type of things you can do, like create auto layout, they will have uh, same spacing and all these things, and this is how responsive layouts are made, and we will discuss them in our next lesson, in our next advanced course as well. So that's the main thing we can do in this essential course to make you guys understand about what actually is auto layout feature. So the next thing we can have is, if you click Command G or Control G, it will be in the form of group. So this is the whole group. You can move it anywhere on your canvas. You can make it anywhere, or if you want to convert it into a frame, then it will right click it and click on convert to frame. It will be converted to frame, like frame selection. It will be converted to a frame, and then you can easily uh, clip them to one or clip them to one another. Like all this spacing will be managed by hugging widget and all these things. If you want to clip the widget, just click clip, and then if you cut them, it will cut the part, and then if you expand it, it will add the other parts as well. So this is how the grouping and frame feature works. Thank you. Okay, so next thing we gonna see is what are plugins in Figma. Plugins are a great addition to Figma by the company, because it helps a lot to achieve different things. Like for example, if I want a plugin of Unsplash, it gives us free images to add on to anything. Like this is the box, and I want to add an image in it, and then I will click on this and write house. Okay, search house, and it's searching the house, and I like this one, and I want to add this in my box, and it will automatically download it and add it into my box. So this is one of the functionality of the Figma, that plugins are of great addition, and plugins are very useful feature of Figma, because it gives us ease to achieve different things. Like there are different plugins, like here are plugins of Elements, Allstrock, and Mockup Studio. It gives us the mockups of different apps and all these things, like data populator. It populates the data, uh, for example, photos, type out, content catalog. There are thousands, hundreds of thousands of plugins, and one of the another feature introduced by Figma is that this developer feature, we can make it ready for development and dev mode and all these things. We will study this dev mode and different things in a separate course, because it itself is a big branch in the Figma. So we will study it in a different course. So thank you for this, and thank you so much. Okay, so the next thing is that how we can add objects to our Figma file, or and how we can edit the object. For example, this is a shape, and uh, this is just a shape, and we, for example, we can color it red. Okay, or you can make it a different, like this purple, and the best way to go to, and I think the only way to go to this is edit object mode. Click on edit object and nothing really happens, just this menu changes. Like click it again, this happens, and you can then distort it like this, or you can delete any edge, or you can create any vertices and all these things. And this is an bend tool in which you can bend any part of the object. And this is you can say the paint bucket, where you can add paint and all these things, add a fill, and you can add paint accordingly, like this. So this is the object mode in Figma, and you can play around with it and you can enjoy the interface like this. For example, we've created like, okay, so that's it. We've created an object. That might be an object. Okay, thank you so much. See you in the next video. So here we go to the most important part, and it's the first part in creating the actual web app. We're gonna create some wireframes. Please note that wireframe don't have colors. If you have something that you have on your sketchbook or anything like that, you can now create it accordingly. That getting started with hardly, and there should be a picture. You can say we can denote the picture like this, uh, this, and to show just that here we will have a picture. Okay, so just remove this line. Okay, so moving on to the next part is that we're gonna have the login screen. This is an onboarding screen, and we have a login screen. To create a login screen, we must have to take some sort of login screen inspirations. The internet speed is a bit slower, I think so. But the things are going on very well. Okay, so if we look at these login screens, we will get a lot of inspirations from here. For example, this is a good login screen, and we're gonna have the login, email, and password. So like this. Okay, let's create it. We should first add a text tool, and that is uh, login, and it should be this thing is actually it's up to you. It's up to your creativity that how you'll manage the fonts and all these things. Font should be, I think, 40. Okay, that's I think okay now. So just make it center. Yeah, this is the center now. First, just slightly towards this, and make it center by clicking here. Now this is the center. Okay, so after login, there are two lines, like this one. This line is for email, and it's 0.44. Just make it 0, so it should be straight. And then click Alt in the Windows and Option key in the Mac, and like this. So this and this, and the difference between the size of this should be the double of the size. The double of the size of this should be here. So making it clear like this. Okay. So now add text, and that should be drag it a bit. Oh, spelling mistake. Email. Okay, and it should be, I think so, 20. And there is no need of the bold text here. We use light texts. Uh, just here and make it to here. Okay, it's email and make it 18 or 6. 18 is okay. So this should not be bold, this should be regular, and I think the color should be gray, something like this. Okay, this is okay. I think it looks fine now. Okay, email, and then drag it with the option key or alt key so that we should copy the format. There should be the password, and then we have to create a button. This is email, this is password, and now we're gonna create a button. It should be corners should be, I think, 20. Yeah, it's good now. So this should be, just slightly drag it here and make it shorter. Send to back, and now this looks slightly good. It should be 20, or let's say 25. Yeah, 25 will be great. So here we go to the login screen. Make sure that it should hit the center, and that's it. So here is the login screen, and after login, let's forget about sign up and just move towards the main page. And if we this should be just create some hats like this. This is a search bar, and then these should be the items. We're not following any design right now, we're just learning how to build things and how to do them properly. In the next Figma advanced course, we will also focus on advanced concepts and all these things. I'm just trying to make everything easy for everyone right now, so they can learn more instead of just going through and all these things. Okay, so here is this, and then we'll create a last screen, and that is success. Okay, so here we go. This is a success screen. Okay, just I'm gonna tell you that how to prototype them. This is very easy. If we have created these things, then if you hit the login, but in the next lesson, I will tell you first how to create a high. This is a low fidelity diagram. In the next lesson, we will make it a high fidelity, and then we will learn about prototyping feature. Thank you so much. Okay, guys. So in the last video, we have created the wireframes, just the basic wireframes. These are, and now we have to create them, convert them into the high fidelity designs. So first of all, arrange them. I think I will not create a complete app just because there is less time right now. So I will just focus on creating the uh, basic parts so that you can learn about it. Just for this is the onboarding video. This is the onboarding, and we will make use of the plugins here. Just right on Splash, and okay. So let's color it now. Make it blue probably. So fill it with white. Now the button looks good. You can add as many elements you want here. So here's a slight difference between the low fidelity wireframe and the high fidelity wireframe. If we make change this font as well, we can do this, like filling in what color we are using, blue. Okay, so that's it. Blue is the color, and we gonna make use of unsplash here. Let's add the images of the hats. Let's search hats. Okay, so this is one hat, and this hat is being downloaded to that box, and we have another set of hats as well. Let me add all these hats now, and then I'll meet you later. Okay, so guys, I have these screens ready. Like I spent almost 2 3 hours to make these screens perfect, so that you can see that how a perfect app looks like. You have to only use those features which I taught you earlier, like the different shapes, buttons, getting icons from flat icons, and all these things. And you have to just drag and drop, right, and all these things. Now that the time comes of prototyping, that how it will function. For example, if I say that if I press this button, it should lead to this screen. Okay, on click, navigate to screen, or you can say that navigate to and instant, or I think smart animate. It will be great. Okay, so and then afterwards, this is the flow one, and afterwards, if I say that uh if okay, this is the flow one. So if I say that if I click the reschedule button on this part, it should go to uh, this screen. Navigate to and smart animate. Okay, so this is my actual flow of all these things. So okay, so the flow comes from I think this. Okay, now it's okay. Okay. So now we have to test it by clicking on the play button here. And it's loading. It's taking too long to load. You can also use the Figma Mirror app to download it and test it on your mobile phone as well. But this is quite an easy way. Like just click here, uh, and yes, it's working. It's smart animating, and click on reschedule, and then yeah, it's working great. And if you put the same prototype to back button, it will go back. So this is how prototyping works. Thank you. Okay, so guys, sharing a file in Figma is quite very easy. You just have to click this share button, and then a new pop-up will appear where you can. It's just like you can say you're sharing your Google Docs or any other thing. Like you can make give permissions that a person can edit or can view, and you can write an email, comma, space, separate, or anything like that. Copy a link and WhatsApp to the person, or you can just write an email, comma separated, and send invite button, and everything will be done accordingly. So that's how everything is done, and a person can easily comment it or comment on your designs and write anything for your information or anything like that. If you want to send them to to front end engineers, developers, and all these things, so the guys can easily click and write a comment, anything that's helpful for you as a designer. So this is how the sharing feature of Figma works. Guys, that's the wrap up of the Figma's basic course. Hope you've liked this course, and if you've liked the course and if you've learned something, then don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to your friends so that they may be familiar with the basics of Figma. And I'll be creating a new advanced course for you guys as well, in which I will explain the advanced features and all different other things. If you have any questions about the topic, if you want to discuss with me one to one, you can email me anytime at me@shaheermalik.com. It's in the description. My email is in the description, and it's my personal email, and I respond everyone personally. So thanks again for joining us on this educative journey. Happy designing, guys. Thank you.